Hi everybody, it's Heather here, and welcome to my channel, Diamonds and Dragonflies. I am a Paint Gem affiliate, and I started doing these kits earlier this year, and I love them. This is going to be a 3-part series of the National Parks Edition. That is the kit that we are going to do tonight. I've seen a lot of people go and ask if it's hard for these to do. Do you need to buy anything else? Can a beginner do these kits? Yes. I think that these kits are an excellent way to introduce yourself to working with squares. All of the Paint Gem kits are square. They are small. Each canvas takes anywhere from 1.5 to 2.5 hours. Yes, if you're a beginner and you're slow, yes, it could take longer, and that's okay. It's not a rush. It's about you enjoying yourself and you taking your time to create something beautiful. I started diamond painting to help relieve my stress and anxiety and to deal with my depression, and it has been the best thing that I have ever done. Most of the kits range in price from $34.90 to $39.99 for the most part. There are exceptions, but you're not just getting one canvas. They all come with multiple. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 canvases inside here. So you have, along with all of the equipment that you need. I am only going to be using what comes in this box, minus my light pad, which Paint Gem does sell, I do believe, a small light pad that you could buy from them. I happen to have gotten this one off of Amazon when I first started a long time ago. So let's open this up and let's see what's inside. And of course, any other time these just slide right off, but tonight it wants to be contrary and not come off. Let's try doing it this way. And nope, this one is going to be contrary. Are you kidding me? Well, I have my scissors, so we're just going to cut along the bottom here to get into it. There we go. All right. Well, that was a little embarrassing. So inside the box, one of the first things you see is relax through creativity, which this is extremely relaxing. You have your toolkit, you have your gems or your drills, you have your pre-cut sticker sheet for your drills, and then you have your canvases. All of the canvases are inside here. The inside of here does show you some tips and tricks for using the multi-placers, ways of framing, what to do with the sticker labels, how to avoid your poured glue drying out while you're working on it, and it gives you actually step-by-step instructions. There is a QR code that you can scan if you need some additional help, and I do believe that takes you to the Paint Gem site. And then inside here it tells you everything that comes with the kit. So we're going to close that up for a minute, set that off to the side, and let's look at our toolkit. So Paint Gem sends you, I love that it's in this cute little bag. Inside we have our wax. Now the first thing I suggest you do when you take out your wax so that you don't forget is it's going to have this clear plastic on it. Let's pull that off. That way when we go to load up our pen, we can actually get to the wax. So we'll put the lid on so it doesn't dry out and put that off to the side for right now. It comes with a pair of plastic tweezers. They are plastic, but they are actually a little sharp, so just be careful. You get a pen with a single placer on it. It comes with a squishy for comfort. Can you tell I don't normally use these pens that it comes with, that I can't figure out how to get the squishy on? Let's see, a little more. There you go. And then it does come with, hang on. Oh, there it is. 2 extra placers. We have a 3-placer and a 7-placer. Well, the 7-placer I'm not going to use because very rarely on these kits will you have a space big enough, but I do like to use the 3-placer occasionally. So we're going to put that back into the pouch so I don't lose it. And now we need to kit up our drills. We're going to open this. And they are packaged in sticker labels. So if you open it on the side that's sticky and pull it out, 5200, 5200. Now, like I said, everything you need to use is right here. You don't need to transfer these to another container. Personally, when I'm working on them myself, I do. I don't particularly care for working out of Ziploc bags, but a lot of people do. And for this project and this video purpose, I want to show you that you can do everything with just what comes in the kit. So we're going to kit up that way. All of these labels are pre-cut. So we're just going to take the sticker, peel it off for that one, and put it on there. The M represents what the symbol is going to be on the canvas. So you do want to just double check to make sure in case they slide 3756, 3756, so that you are making sure that you are putting the right sticker on the right Ziploc bag. So while I'm doing this, let's talk a little bit. So how is everybody? How is everybody doing? It is actually very late here right now. I want to say it's probably after midnight. So it's technically, I guess, October 5th. The weather has been pretty nice. It's been a little hot and muggy the last few days. I live on the East Coast, in the mid-Atlantic, but it's been very nice and cool at night. So I haven't had to use the air conditioner for the past couple of days, so that's been nice. I've been working on a big project, but I wanted to make this video and I wanted to show you guys because somebody today on the Facebook group for Paint Gem asked, do I really need anything else? And how does this really work? So I thought I would make this video tonight and post it so that you all could see how I do it and we could have a little chit chat. So I am new to YouTube. I just started my channel this week. This will be my second video that I have posted. I am married. My husband and I will be celebrating our 17th wedding anniversary. Is that right? 17? We got married in 2006. So yeah, 17th wedding anniversary next month. We have 3 children. They are from my previous marriage. But my husband and I have our own 3 children, which are our 3 dogs. We have our bull mastiff will be turning 7 years old later this month. Her name is Athena. And then we have Atlas, who is an old English bulldog. He will turn 5 in November. And then we have Rhea, who actually, she happens to be the only one that's in the room at the moment. She's laying down by my feet. We rescued her during the pandemic. She has been my first and only dog that I've ever rescued. All other animals I've always gotten from a breeder at 8 weeks. She is a Black Lab, American Staffordshire Terrier, German Shepherd mix. She looks like a Black Lab. She is pure black. She jumps like a German Shepherd. And she has the cuddle factor of a pit bull or American Staffordshire Terrier. So we've lived in our house now for 7 years. It was 7 years this past June. Our son graduated from Virginia Tech a year ago with a degree in architecture and works for an architecture firm in Maryland. Our daughter, youngest daughter, graduated from college with her bachelor's degree this past May. She has a bachelor's degree in clinical psychology from West Liberty University in West Virginia. She is currently a graduate student working on her master's degree while working 2 jobs. I give her great kudos for that. I recently, I was a stay-at-home mom for many years, went back to work, and Now I guess you could say I'm a stay-at-home dog mom. I suffer from severe mental issues and anxiety, stress, borderline personality disorder, and I have severe back issues. So I actually had cervical spinal fusion done this year and potentially having thoracic reconstruction later this year. All right, those are all done and all labeled, and we have those. So now we are ready to pick one and get started. So let's just go and take the one right off the top. And since I don't know all of these just by looking at them, they are named on the back of here. So this one is Yellowstone. I thought that was Old Faithful, but I wasn't positive. So all of your canvases come with a clear plastic cover on it. Word to the wise, this cover only goes back on one way. So make sure that if you pull it all the way off, that you know which way to put it up or down. Now, to prevent any issues with that, I'm actually going to take a piece of washi tape, which, yes, you can say I lied because washi tape does not come in the package, but I'm going to take a piece of washi tape and I'm going to put it on the piece of plastic so that I know which way it goes up. So I'm going to peel it off and I'm going to lay it off to the side. I'm going to turn on my light pad here so that I can see because I'm old and blind. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to pick a symbol and a color. So I'm going to start at the bottom and I'm going to pick this green circle. So I'm going to look through my baggies and here is my green circle, 904. Now, if you look at this baggie, you can see that there are drills that are all stuck fast to it. It's got static. A way to fix that is I've taken a dryer sheet and I've cut it into little small pieces, and I'm going to stick that down inside the baggie and I'm going to shake it up. And as you can see, that took away the static. So I do not have my drills all sticking fast to the baggie now. So I'm going to pour out some drills. Shake them up. Try to get them to line up as best as they can. And then we're going to need our wax. We're going to take the lid off and we're going to take our pen and we're going to push it down, and I twist as I'm pushing it down inside until you can see that you've got wax in the tip. I'm going to put that to the side. And then you're going to, the drill has one flat side and one elevated side. The flat side is going to go down onto your canvas. And you're going to place your drill. So I hope everyone is having a nice October. I hope you guys are ready for fall. I have my house decorated for Halloween. I recently just moved into this room. This is my youngest daughter's, was my youngest daughter's bedroom. She only comes home to visit now. So I have turned this into my diamond painting room because for the past year and a half, I've had my diamond painting table downstairs in the middle of our living room. And I've been diamond painting there and having my stuff all over the place. So I was able to move everything up here and get it all organized and have everything in one room, which is very nice. Now this would be a place where you could turn and use your multi-placer. I just recently started multi-placing. So, and I have not ever multi-placed with regular wax. So I don't know how this is gonna work, but we can give it a try. There we go. You gotta make sure you have wax all the way across. And you wanna try to have your drills lined up as well as you can. And try and grab a couple of them together. and then you can put them down, and you've got 3 down at a time. And there was some residual wax. You just take your fingernail and wipe that off. There we go. There we go. That was my fault. So you can multi-place and get things done a little quicker. Some people find it faster and easier to do. I tend to only multi-place on bigger canvases when I got a large color blocking area, just to kind of make it go faster. Color blocking is when you have a large area of just the same color and you're going to have your drills, the same color drill in your tray for a longer period of time. I'm just kind of straightening out some of those from where I switched to multi-placing. And there, keep going. So we got that done. There's some of these O's up here. I think I saw some over here. And there we go. Looking through, don't see any more O's. So now I'm going to take my Ziploc, open it back up, and I'm going to put my leftover drills back in the bag, because all of these drills are going to be used for all of these canvases. So don't get rid of them just because you're like, oh, well, I did all the 904 on this canvas, because no, you will be using the 904 on other canvases. All right, let's pick another symbol here. It looks like we have an S, is the green right above it. So that's our 906. Once again, there's a whole bunch of static in there. So we're gonna stick our dryer sheet in there and we're gonna give it a shake. Well, we can make a mess like that. Oh, that's what happens. See? This is what's called one of those oops moments. And don't panic, because, like I said, I've done many of these kits, and there's always plenty of drills. I have never had any incident of coming even close to running out of drills. So I would not worry about that, because believe me, it happens to all of us. A lot of people have issues with squares. I personally prefer squares. That's why I said, if you've only been doing rounds and you're feeling a little intimidated by squares, these kits are perfect to practice and get started with doing squares, as opposed to investing in a large canvas and then finding out that you just can't get the hang of it, or you're feeling defeated. No one should ever feel defeated when doing this. This is such a relaxing craft. I don't even know how to explain it. When I'm feeling, like I said, I suffer from severe anxiety. And when I start feeling very anxious or upset or overwhelmed by too many things coming at me at once, the diamond painting allows me to focus on something that's filled with beautiful, vibrant colors, the feeling of creating something, seeing the picture come to life while you're placing your drills, is just very soothing. Very relaxing. These kits, the canvases, the adhesive is poured glue, so it is forgiving. So if you happen to notice that you're getting gaps in between your drills and your spacing is off a little bit, you can always go back and smush them and squiggle them where you need to. Now I will let you know a little tip too when it comes to using a light pad, because this freaks out a lot of people. When you're using a light pad, these drills are not going to be tightly pressed up against each other. The kit's just not made for that, made that way, for that to happen. So there is going to be small little spacing in between, which we call gapping. Well, when you have a light pad on underneath it, you're going to be able to see, like you see there, you can see light coming through. When you turn it off, you can't see the gapping at all anymore. Sorry about that. Let me take a little sip here. Get these S's up here. What do you all do while you're diamond painting? I know some people say that they listen to audiobooks, some people listen to music, some people just sit in quiet and diamond paint. I tend to watch movies or binge watch TV shows on Netflix or Hulu or something like that. Right now I'm actually been binge watching The Sopranos on HBO Max. So that's been my go-to. I've been kind of fluctuating between that, and we are done that color. Between The Sopranos, Charmed on Amazon Prime, and watching, I follow quite a few diamond painting YouTubers, and I've been watching some of their streams. All right, I'm gonna go and look for P so that I can finish the shrubbery and be done with the green part. Now, another trick that I've heard that you can do to get rid of the static, I've never personally tried it, but I've heard some people say that they put their drills in the freezer and that gets rid of the static. I have no idea whether or not that works or not. I've never tried it. I think I might. My next, when I start the National Parks Edition 2. They recently released the National Parks Edition 3. So we will be working on that one too. Got some wax stuck up there. But so far, I have done the Around the World Edition 2, the Autumn Edition, and the Black Magic Edition. So this will be my 4th kit that I've done. I actually just put in the mail today, I shipped my youngest daughter's 23rd birthday is next Tuesday. And she wanted the Black Magic Edition done. So I shipped her, there's 12 canvases in that kit. So I bought her 2 6 windowed collage frames. They were off of Amazon. They were delivered today. All right, let's switch it up and do the brown. So I'm going to go for H. Here we go. So I ordered those from Amazon. It was a really good deal. It was 2 of them, really nice frames for, I want to say it was like $31 or something. So I didn't think that was bad at all for 2 of them. Black framed. And then today I mailed off her, I dropped off at UPS her birthday package, and those 6 canvases were in there. I do have a picture of them all done, so if I can figure out how to insert a picture into the video, which I know you can do because I've seen other people do it, but I am extremely new to the whole making videos and stuff on YouTube. So if I can figure out how to do that, I will insert that so that you can see that kit completed. I have the door shut to my craft room, and like I said, Rhea is in here. I can hear outside my bull mastiff Athena. She's out there scratching at the floor because I think she wants me to let her in. But she can be kind of a bull in a china shop, so I don't know that that would be the best thing right now. Oh, that's Rhea. What are you doing, Ray? Poor Rhea, she has significant allergies. She is like allergic to everything. All right, we're gonna switch and do G now. So now I'm trying to find where G is. Here we go. Oh, all of these. It's funny, when I did my first kit, which was the Around the World edition, didn't have any static at all. The Black Magic edition, it was 50-50. The Autumn edition, I didn't have any static in them either. So I don't know if it's weather dependent, whether it has to do with whether there was humidity when, that one flipped over, when the drills were packaged, if it has to do with the humidity right now, or if that has absolutely nothing to do with it at all. Science is not really my thing. So I am a Redskins / Commanders fan. I say Redskins / Commanders because to me they will always be the Redskins. And we are having a really good season so far. We are 2-2, I think, at the moment. Last week's game against the Eagles was a nail biter, went into overtime. Unfortunately, we couldn't pull it out. But our quarterback has now played five games, 4 this season, 1 last season, and major improvements from week to week. Sam Howell is really improving from one week to the next. So I have high hopes. The team is playing very, very well. And we are looking better and better every year. Or every game, I should say. So my husband informed me tonight that I guess we're playing tomorrow night. I didn't look, so I don't know who we are playing. But that we do have a Thursday night football game. It makes it hard for us to watch the games because we do not live in the market for the Redskins / Commanders. We do, however, we live in Pennsylvania. So whenever they play the Eagles, since we are in the same division, I always get to see those games because they will definitely air them. So a lot of times we are forced to wait and watch the game on NFL Plus, and we have to watch the replay of the game, and so we have to wait until the game's over, and then usually 30 minutes to an hour after the game ends, the replay is up and we can watch the replay. It's a pain. It's frustrating because then we have to stay off social media completely and make sure that, you know, we're not hearing who won or whatever. We have done NFL Sunday Ticket in the past. This year it's being done on YouTube, and it's too expensive this year. So we that was a hard pass for this year. I think it's $400 or close to that. Looks like I had some drills that ran away over here. You know what? I'm just going to put those to the side because I'm not sure that they are that color or if they're not the H. So, no, this one is still doing it. Let's see. I have another dryer sheet in here. Another one might be kaput. I am just dropping drills left and right tonight. I tell you, maybe I shouldn't have done this. Made this video at night. I figured since my husband was asleep and my bulldog is asleep, because my bulldog tends to bark at every little thing. You would think he was a kick-me dog. Sorry. No offense meant to anyone. As I'm sure you can tell because of the size of my dogs, that I have all large dogs. I'm a large dog person. A medium large to large dog person. So Rhea is actually the smallest dog that we've ever owned. She's only 65 pounds. So, which actually, I take that back. We went to the vet for her checkup on Friday, and she was down to 62 pounds. The vet wants to see her at about 60, so she's getting there. So like I said, everything that comes with the kit is all that you need to be able to do these kits. I like the fact that everything can fit in the little box, so it makes it nice that you can travel with it or take it different places with you. You know, like if it's a nice day and you want to go sit outside and work, you can do that. I personally have upgraded my tools. I use different trays that are a little bigger and line up the drills a little better. I use custom hand-turned pens that I bought from different shops off of Etsy. I use different wax, and I use putty in my multi-placers, and I use stainless steel tips. So those are some of the accessory upgrades that I have made over time. All right. See, this is just moving right along. All right. Now we need J. Where's J? We only need a little bit of J, so static's not too bad in that one. So what do you all have planned for the weekend? I personally am gonna see if I can't get my husband to help me put the Halloween decorations outside that I have. And he's been doing a lot of work in our backyard, so I'm sure he's gonna work on that. And I will probably be inside diamond painting, whether it's me working on more of this kit or whether it'll be me working on my large project. I am participating in an event called Drills and Chills. It is still open. If you are on Instagram or Facebook or even YouTube, if you go in Google hashtag Drills and Chills 2023, you can still enter and participate. It runs through October 31st. It started September 1st. There are weekly drawings of prizes being given away. It's being hosted by Lindsay from Emeralds and Fairy Lights. That is her YouTube channel name. And Katie from Diamonds and Washi. So I have completed, for that event, it needs to be something either, you know, fall themed or Halloween-y. So the Black Magic and the Autumn Edition, I both completed both of those kits last month, and they were considered a completion. I did a full-size large canvas of the Corpse Bride for my youngest daughter, and I did a Randall Spangler. He has all this artwork with these cute little what he calls draglings. And it's a Halloween themed kit with these draglings and pumpkins. So I completed that kit as well. And currently my big project is the Four Crows of the Apocalypse, which is a Diamond Art Club kit that was released not this past Saturday, but the Saturday before. Today I got I am now officially over halfway finished it. So I started it on the 29th of September. So that's a pretty big canvas. I have the, let's see, it's 60 by 76 centimeters. So there's the artwork for that kit. I have from like here up done. So I'm working on the lower half now. So I'm hoping maybe by the end of the weekend it'll be finished, because I have a couple other Randall Spangler Halloween kits that I'd like to try and finish before the end of Drills and Chills. September has been my largest project completion month, I guess you could say. I completed 4 large canvases, like full-size canvases, 2 of these paint gem editions. I did 2 packs of 8 card packets of Christmas cards, diamond painting Christmas cards. And then I also did a set of Halloween ornaments that I got from Target that were absolutely adorable. All right, let's see. I'm looking for the tea. Where is tea? Oh, there's tea. So we've got the backdrop done now. So now I'm working on Old Faithful itself. But I'd love to know in the comments what you guys are planning on doing. If you have any Christmas, listen to me, Halloween, holiday traditions that you do, or events you plan on taking part in, whether they're diamond painting events or whether it's, you know, a costume party you go to every year or some other type of activity. We haven't gone to a pumpkin patch in quite a few years because, like I said, I think actually the last time I've been to a pumpkin patch was when my daughter turned 18. She wanted to go, so I took her and her brother, older brother, and one of her friends, and we went to a local pumpkin patch up here. And that was the last time that I've been to a pumpkin patch. So I told my husband, I said, I'd kind of like to do that again this year. And I've noticed that around here, a lot of the farms that do pumpkins and Christmas trees and whatnot, you can bring your dog. So our bulldog loves to socialize, loves to go for rides in the car, and then likes to go places and where there's people and do things. It's funny because Rhea loves riding in the car, but she doesn't want to get out of it. She's so funny. We actually recently started we live near the Susquehanna River, and we started this year driving down about a half an hour from our house. We come to the Susquehanna River. Well, there used to be a canal, and now it's a walking trail. Well, we started taking each weekend taking one of the dogs. The first weekend we took Atlas, and he loved it. He went in the water. He loved the walk. He loved being in the water. He loved the drive. Loved every part of it. So the next weekend, we brought Rhea. Rhea loved the drive. Once we got there, she wanted nothing to do with going into the river. And she kept trying to, as we were walking along the path, she kept trying to get into every car that she saw. Didn't matter that it wasn't ours. It's like, are we getting in the car now? Are we getting in the car now? Are we getting in the car now? So we've come to the conclusion that Rhea is not the dog you take with you for an outside adventure. Well, then the next weekend, we took Athena. Athena she gets very anxious. She spooks very easily. And she's not a big fan of riding in the car. Out of our 3 dogs, riding in the car, she's the least likely to do that. She really does not care for car rides. But we're trying to change that. Yes, I know she's 7 years old. Why am I trying to change it now? But we want to be able to spend time individually with them instead of them always having to just vie for our attention here at the house. Well, we never expected her to go into the river. Like, that's not going to happen. Not only did she go in the river, but she went and laid down in the river. It was so funny. I thought my husband's eyes were going to pop out of his head because he was just thinking about the fact that we didn't bring a towel this time. We took a towel with Atlas. We took a towel with Rhea, but we did not take a towel with Athena because we never expected her to go into the water. When you see me shake my tray like that, it's because the drills need to be flipped over. They're upside down in the tray, so I shake it to get them to flip over. But yeah, so she's walking out, wading out, and then just collapsing and laying in the water, and just like do do do. And we were flabbergasted. We were like, what? What are you doing? Are you kidding me? You know? Because Atlas loves the water, our bulldog. I mean, we've had swimming pools for him to play in. He loves it. He loves to run in the sprinkler. We got a splash pad last year. And, you know, they've loved it. Not Athena. She's like, no, see ya, I'm going inside now. You are not going to, I'm not getting in that pool. Just, no, not doing that. So for her to be the one, I mean, Atlas went out in the water, but he didn't lay down in the water. So for her to actually wade out this 88-pound dog and then just collapse and lay down in the water was hilarious. It was absolutely hysterical. I took video and I sent it to my daughter at college, and she was like, what? Because I knew if I just told her that she did it, she'd be like, I don't believe you. You're full of crap. You know, there's no way Athena would do that. So I knew I was going to need to have video evidence of her doing that. So yeah. So my husband applied for a new job recently, and we've been kind of waiting on pins and needles to see if he gets it. He interviewed for the job, I think like a week. Well, I think tomorrow actually makes 2 weeks, but it is for the state. He does currently work for the state. So it's just with a different department and a different position than the one he currently works for. So, and we know for a fact that things move slow. When my husband got the job that he has currently, it was over 6 weeks after he interviewed before they ever called him and offered him the job. So things move at a snail's pace when it comes to hiring at the state level. So it's not, we're not shocked that we haven't heard anything yet. So I've got my fingers crossed for him. My husband recently, he got his associate's degree in 2020, and he's been working on his bachelor's degree. He took the past year off, but he's looking at going back in the spring. And this job would be more directly related to what he got his degree in. He is in the IT field, and he is currently has an IT job, but he's way overqualified for the job that he's doing right now. So he'd kind of like to be challenged a little more at work. It is also a full-time telework position right now. He has he works from home 2 days a week and goes into the office 3 days a week. And we do live anywhere from 35 to 45 minutes, depending on traffic, away from his job, so that he currently has. So it would be nice to be able to save that money on gas and wear and tear on the car. If he were to be able to work from home 5 days a week as opposed to just the 2. It is a more challenging, like I said, position for him. It is also a considerable pay increase, which would be nice. So that would be a big plus. We've been a little frustrated. They signed a new union contract back in July, and everyone got, okay, this is what is called a trash drill. You see how it has that extra piece of plastic? So we're not going to use that. We're going to put that aside to throw away, because if I were to place that drill, it's going to push against the other drills, and then your drills aren't going to sit right, and you're going to have popping drills, you're going to have huge gaps. So we get rid of those. That's one of the reasons why diamond painting companies usually send way more than enough drills. Now, I will say I have had issues and situations where I have ran out of a color. I think it's happened twice with one company, and then it did happen with a Diamond Art Club kit where that pack of drills actually didn't come at all. Like there was an entire missing pack of drills. I had the sticker and the symbol for that color, but I had no drills to go with it. But contacted them via email. Within a week, I had drills in hand. So they sent me out the drills I needed. And most companies would do that. I actually don't happen to know off the top of my head, and it's just something that I will look up and let you all know on the net. Oh, I missed some of those teas. Let me get the teas back out. I will let you know what their policy is, but I'm pretty sure that if for some reason you were missing drills or you ran out of drills and did not have enough to complete your kit, that if you contacted Paint Gem, that they would send you out additional drills. Now, I don't know if they, like Diamond Art Club has a lifetime warranty on their kits. And the main thing that applies to is if, the big thing with that is like if you have an oops moment, like when I spilled those drills earlier. Fortunately, this has never happened to me, knock on wood, because I'm sure now that I said something about it, it will happen to me. But I have seen and heard from other people that have inadvertently like dumped all of their drills onto the floor. Their kids got into their stuff and mixed colors together. You know, various accidental things that have happened. And they have contacted Diamond Art Club, for example, and they have replaced the drills that they oopsed on. Which that I think is a very good feature to look for and find in a company. So like I said, I don't know. I don't want to speak out of turn when it comes to Paint Gem, but I feel very confident in saying that I'm pretty sure that if you contacted them and told them that, you know, you didn't have enough drills, there just weren't enough, or, you know, my drills got knocked all over the floor, that they would replace your drills for you. But like I said, don't quote me on that. So if you are looking for events, or if you didn't know that diamond painting events exist, they do. I did not know that there were events. I started diamond painting in February of 2021, and it wasn't until February of 2023 that I found out about diamond painting events. I have participated in I did Summer Fantasy DP along with Bella Art de Nicole. I did, can't remember what it was called now, All Things Magical, DP along with Bella Art de Nicole. And now I'm doing Drills and Chills. And from November, I want to say it's the 14th through Christmas Day, there is Jingle Drills, which is hosted by Lindsay from Emeralds and Fairy Lights. She actually just started to post some information about Jingle Drills. Bella Art de Nicole and Bella Art Diamonds, along with, I forget who it is that's co-hosting with them. And I do believe it's the month of November, or December and January, is Be the Hero event. That is actually a charity event to raise money for charities. That one is a little different in the fact that, like, for instance, I told you, you know, for for Drills and Chills, you needed to have, it needed to be a new start, so it needed to be a canvas that you had not put one single, you could have it prepped, but no drills on it. And it needed to be something either fall themed or spooky, you know, Halloween, that kind of thing. Jingle Drills is winter, Christmas, you know, themed, holiday, festive related. All Things Magical and Summer Fantasy, that had a lot of crossover because like dragons are fantasy. I did 2 dragon paintings, but dragons are not only magical, but they are also fantasy. So that did not require a new start. So I was able to carry over my project from one event to the next. Oops, might help if I put a drill on it before I try to put it down. And I don't know if you've noticed or not, but I have not had to replace the wax in my single placer. I say that, and I might be getting close to needing to freshen it up. But the thing with Be the Hero is that your canvas needs to be from a small shop that has 10 or fewer employees. So you can't do a kit from a company like Diamond Art Club. The whole point is to be helping and supporting small business. So Bella Art Diamonds, they used to formerly be Mary's Diamonds. They are a small shop. I will most likely be purchasing my kit from there. They just released a whole batch of new kits. Plus they have their original, I think, 17 kits. They have more coming out that I'm pretty sure are going to be released before the start of Be the Hero DP along. So, yeah. You know when you need to refresh your wax when you're having trouble picking up the drills. They're not sticking fast. That's usually the #1 sign that you just need to freshen your drill, that the stickiness has gone. So but yeah. So if you are interested in looking at some events, those exist. If you are a new customer and have never purchased from Paint Gem before, like I mentioned in the beginning, I am an affiliate of Paint Gem, that I have a discount code that will save you 10% off your first purchase with the company. It is Diamonds and Dragonflies, all capital letters, and is spelled out. I will have the code listed in the description of this video. I do believe that you can use the code at any time and it gives you 10% off. I just don't think I make any commission except if you are a new customer. So if you are a new customer, I would love for you to use my code. Well, I'd love for all of you to use my new code, but especially if you are a new customer, because I would appreciate the help in me getting a small commission off of whatever you buy for introducing you to Paint Gem. So we are really getting close to finishing this one. Paint Gem, like I said, has a Facebook group, and I think it's called Paint Gem Community Facebook page. They just recently were putting up some polls as to what kind of kits people would like to see. They have a nice selection of kits now. But of course, you know, always have to add new things. I voted for dragonflies. They have a kit of, they have an edition that's all different kinds of butterflies, that I wanted one that was different colored dragonflies. So we shall see. There were quite a few people that were interested in that. So it'll be interesting to see what new kits they come out with over the next year. I'm going to do the sun now. And get that done. So my daughter and I, we've started talking about Christmas, and at least as far as her and I are concerned, we decided that we wanted this Christmas to only purchase Christmas presents from small businesses, from people's Etsy shops or local small businesses, and not be buying gifts from big box stores and whatnot. So her, like I said, her birthday is next week, and all of her gifts that I sent her for her birthday are all from small shops. So I can't wait to see what she thinks of them when she opens them. My youngest is the easiest person in the world to buy for, because she is so appreciative and she loves anything that you get her. I have a cousin who, her and her daughter have started making jewelry, earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and then her other daughter has been crocheting and making scrunchies. And might help if I put the gems back in the right container. And so I recently ordered some jewelry for my daughter for Christmas, and then from her, and then I ordered some scrunchies for me. I used to have really long hair, and then I chopped it all off about 7 years ago, and I had kept it short since then. But this time last year, I decided that I wanted to grow it back out again, and it's finally long enough that I can pull it back into a ponytail or whatnot. And I was like, I don't have any ponytail holders. I have nothing to pull my hair back with. So when I saw that I guess she's my second cousin, because she's my cousin's daughter, was making these scrunchies, I went, yes, please. I will take some of those, please. So yeah. So I think they're supposed to arrive tomorrow, which I'm pretty psyched about. I have already bought a few things for my daughter for Christmas already. Have not gotten anything for my son yet. And my oldest daughter turned 30 this year, and she is autistic. She lives in a residential program. She shares a townhouse with someone else who has special needs, and they have 24-hour around the clock staff. 12 on, 12 that work 12-hour shifts. And then she has different staff on the weekends. So she is a Disney nut. So I don't want to, like I said, be buying from the Disney store this year. So I have been looking at and trying to find some small shops and some small businesses that, you know, make or sell Disney products. The thing with that is that I have learned a lot this year about legally licensing stuff from artists, and I don't want to be buying stuff that's not legally obtained, that's, you know, Disney oriented. So it makes it a little difficult. So she's going to be a little hard to do that for. My son as well. My son, the architect, is into, surprise, surprise, Legos, which obviously is not a small business. And he's into Legos, and he's into PlayStation 5. So, PlayStation in general. So it makes it a little difficult to do that for him. My husband as well would not be someone that I could shop small business for him either. So he kind of likes to buy his own stuff, so a lot of times gift cards are just the best thing to get for him, and then he can go and get what he wants and what he likes. Now I do try and get some, and I can usually find some Redskins stuff, crafts and stuff like that people have made. So I have gotten him some of that kind of stuff before. So he actually has nothing that has Washington Commanders on it. We have Washington football team, and we have lots of Redskins gear, but he actually doesn't own anything that has the Commanders on it. So I'll have to see. Maybe that'll have to change this year. So we shall see. So I had heard that Paint Gem was supposed to be having a restock this week. I have not seen or heard that yet. I'm hoping that they're going to be potentially releasing some new kits too, but I do not know whether or not that's going to be the case. Because, like I said, I did buy the Autumn Edition, and I completed the Autumn Edition, and I posted on Facebook, on my personal page, the finished product, and I had someone call me and ask if they could buy all of my finished canvases from me. And I was like, okay, sure. So I thought, well, you know, I can just buy another Autumn Edition kit and make another set for myself. But I went to go do that, and guess what? It was sold out, and it was out of stock. So, but someone from Paint Gem had posted that it was going to be being restocked. I'm pretty sure they said this week, but I mean, the week's not over. There's still 3 days left in the week. So hopefully it'll be soon. Not that I don't have enough kits to keep me busy, because I do. That is the one thing that I will be getting for my son. Like I said, my first kit that I did was the Around the World Edition 2. And my son loves the landmarks and whatnot. So sort of like how I did the frames for my daughter's Black Magic set, I'm going to do the same thing for my son for the Around the World set. There's the first edition, which I bought, that I'm going to be working on. And then there are 2 Around the World ones that come in the Mystery Pack 1, which I bought and have. Well, 1 color left. And then we will have completed our first canvas. I should have, well, I'll be able to see how long my video is to know how long it took to do this one. It amazes me how clear and how much detail there is in these little kits. Now, diamond painting, diamond art, like regular art, is not meant to be viewed at a distance as close as this. It is meant to be viewed from 6 to 8 feet away minimum. That's why when you go to an art gallery, there's usually a marking on the floor that tells you the ideal place to stand to be able to fully take in the entire canvas and the painting as a whole. Because artwork was not meant to be like in your face when you are looking at it. So normally, even if you just hold it at arm's length away from you, you can see the clarity and the detail in the canvas and in the picture. I've had people ask me, you know, what the difference is between squares and rounds. The biggest difference is the coverage, which I think to a point would be kind of obvious. Rounds are round, so therefore you will always see part of the canvas around the drills. So it doesn't give as crisp and clean lines, and doesn't give as much lend itself to as much detail as a square kit does. Square kits, when you do a square drill, you are covering that whole canvas and they are touching each other, drill to drill, that you get a more complete and detailed image. So I am going to switch and try and multi-place some of these. See, this is what I mean by sometimes, I mean, you can get down into a rhythm with multi-placing, but I always tend to find that I'm off slightly with my lineup, that it doesn't actually save me any time, because I end up having to go back and readjust. And we are going to get rid of that drill. That drill's is a little misshapen. And, well, you know what? I think it was that drill, actually. Yep, there we go. See, those were not laying correctly. I had a couple of misshapen drills there. Some people will seal their diamond paintings. I have had to seal some large diamond paintings before because of poor drill quality or poor adhesive. And so the drills are popping off or falling off, so I need to seal them. I have never had to seal any of my Diamond Art Club canvases, and I've never had to seal any of my paint gem canvases. So you were just getting a better quality product. You're almost done, and we will have finished Yellowstone. Whoop. Yeah, these blue had a lot of static. I should have shaken the bag because the drills are jumping out of the tray when I go to touch them. We are so close. So I'm very happy that you all stayed here with me tonight and stuck around with me while we plugged away at this. Please, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments. I will be looking and reading all the comments that are left. If you have stuck around with me to the end and watch this whole video with me, leave some sort of transportation vehicle emoji in the comments. Please feel free to hit the subscribe button if you want to subscribe and see more content from me. You can also hit the bell, and the bell will let you know when I post new content. And if you found this, if you stayed throughout the entire video and you found this informative and enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button. But there you go. There is our Yellowstone and our Old Faithful. So thank you so much for spending the evening with me while we started this paint gem kit. And like I said, it comes with everything you need that you don't need to make any additional purchases. And the nice thing is that you can pack everything back into the box and it stores it all. So you can put it all back in here. Please make sure you put your cover back on. You seal up your wax. That way it does not dry out. I have all the pieces parts back in there, and I can close it up, and I don't have to worry about anything being lost or missing. Once again, I'm Heather with Diamonds and Dragonflies, and I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.